Hey guys, welcome to what I believe is week 66 here on the Real DVD Watchers on Wednesdays. The movie that I've chosen to review today is something that I saw for the first time last night. It's very unique in its vision and in its just overall being. It is a rather small-scale science fiction film when you think about all of the much more grand science fiction films that are out there. But the movie in question is Dark City. This is the director's cut. It's from Alex Proyas, who did the first Crow movie, and iRobot, oddly enough. This movie truly has a voice all of its own. It's about this guy named John Murdoch who wakes up at the scene like this grisly crime, and he's trying to put together what happened, and pretty much he finds himself being tracked down by the police, and he understands that he's having problems with his wife. But then there's these people called the Strangers, which are these bald people who have these almost otherworldly powers who are after him. And Keith Sutherland plays this doctor who pretty much knows everything as to why this is all happening. The character of John Murdoch. John Murdoch is played by Rufus Sewell. He hasn't really been in a lot. Again, Keith Sutherland's in this. Jennifer Connelly's in this. But nonetheless, though, this movie, it's so small for being so grand. I mean, it does have like a 50s film noirish type to it, which is really unique of a science fiction film. But then it also has these grand things like with these strangers who are these bald-headed people who have these powers. There's almost a sad element to them because they're trying to understand humanity and what makes us human. And also throughout the course of this movie, you understand that they have the power to physically change this world with the power of their minds, and then they imprint you with different memories. So that way one person can be someone else every time in order for them to understand the human being, because, spoiler alert, they don't have souls. So they're trying to figure out what makes humans human. As far as like acting in this movie, I was really impressed with it. Like Jennifer Connelly, I know is kind of off sometimes. Keith Sutherland creates this great character where it's totally outside of the realm of what we're used to seeing from him. Granted, normally what we're used to seeing is Jack Bauer, but this was made before Jack Bauer, so even from that point of view, it was still very, very unique to see him do something like that. Like, when you're watching this movie, it isn't Keith Sutherland, it is this character that he's created. Rufus Sewell is... I've seen him in a couple of things, and he seems to play the exact same person the whole time. The guy who played the leader of the Strangers was really good. Mr. Hand, who was like the enforcer for the Strangers, he reminded me a lot of Richard O'Brien, but it's not Richard O'Brien, but he did a tremendous job. Just tremendous job. From a visual point of view, this movie is very, very grand. This is director's cut. It's been updated with new picture and sound quality. The picture quality is really good on this DVD. I was actually really impressed with it. It kind of makes me wonder what the Blu-ray looks like, but then also great quality on the DVD. But like when the Strangers are reconstructing the city, it looks so beautiful because they're trying to do it in a way that doesn't put anyone out. At the same time, though, that way that it's still within the confinements of their experiments with humanity, which is really, really cool. The overall, there's a lot of darkness in this movie, but you understand why towards the end of the film, because I don't want to give anything too much away, but it's absolutely perfectly toned for like lighting. Absolutely perfect. There's perfect shadows when you need to be. There's light when you need to be. The lighting team really knew what they were doing with this film. I was actually really impressed with it. Yeah, so overall, this movie is actually, it's okay. At least I thought it was okay. Nothing really spectacular. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, it'd get it like a 6.5. It's better than the average movie, but just at points, sometimes I just felt like it dragged. Perhaps it is a director's cut because he's trying to put in more information, which, you know, I understand from a director's point of view. That's what you want to do. You want to make the movie the way how you want to make it. I totally get that. But just for me, sometimes I just felt as if the writing kind of wandered to and fro. And for me, that was the biggest thing that was wrong with this movie, at least for me. So that's the review. Thanks to everyone who watches and subscribes as always. And I will see you guys in a week's time. Until then, bye.